Okay, Pisces. Pisces, yes. I was going to do Scorpio, but I just said Pisces, and it came out of my mouth. So Pisces, it's you. It's you, Pisces. Pisces, welcome to Water Wednesdays, where I read for you every Wednesday. It's also timeless, by the way. So I should probably stop talking about astrology every every reading. I'm not so sure about the timeless thing. If you find it at the right time and it's resonating, then yes, it's for you. But we do have other things at play in our lives. I'm becoming more and more convinced that astrology is a very legitimate force in life. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but it seems to do something. And it seems very clear. And it's actually, the receipts are there, which is the coolest part. It's fun to find these things out as I get to know more about astrology and how patterns are. So anyway, Pisces, blah, 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 blah. Hello, I'm here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. It is absolutely my pleasure to do so. I have a plethora of decks here, and I think we will kick it off with the Cosmic Tarot today. I will do 3 cards general energy, and then I'll clarify, and then get 3 cards potential outcome for you, Pisces. So thank you for being here, and if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me that you trust me with your time and your energy, and it's an honor, so thank you. All right, friends, let's get into it. We're kicking it off with the 2 of Cups. And who doesn't like making out? We have the 2 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. And we've got the Devil. Okay. Okay. Underlying the deck is the 6 of Cups. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Well, the 6 of Cups, that can be past life energy, that can be soulmate energy. It feels like a person, long-standing relationship. It feels like the 2 energies are very, very bound, Pisces, together. I think there's somebody that has got their eye on you, Pisces. This 2 of Wands is a lot different than I would typically see. The 2 Wands here are planted. They're actually rooted in the earth. You see that? They look like they're planted like trees. That's kind of fascinating. And it's a gate. It's a gate, and the way the sun is like arching over the 2 Wands, it's like a gate into a new place. And it's almost like this person is like there to meet you, like, hello, welcome to Narnia. I don't know. Welcome to this place. Welcome to the trailhead that leads to this place. I'm not sure. But clearly there's something here that may have an element of romance, but I kind of feel like it's a lot of, with the 6 of Cups, it feels like a soulmate-y kind of energy, past life energy potentially, and yes, beautiful energy here. Anyway, the Devil. Let's talk about this for a minute. Obviously, okay, it could be Capricorn energy, and I know Pisces and Capricorn, maybe not. I actually think, yeah, I mean, not that it's any of my business, but as a Taurus, that has nothing to do with it. It's like, well, as a human being born in a certain year, I would say yes to that. No, I think Pisces, maybe not the worst idea. This could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. It's also an energy of like, it feels like something kind of destined, but it also feels like something that's got kind of an attachment to it. And I think it's a bit of a conflicting feeling within you that, or within them perhaps, that there's something binding the 2 of you together in some way, and it might feel a little bit, out of balance. Very much might feel out of balance. But at the same time, it's sort of, it feels very positive. So take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure what to make of that just yet. I think we'll get into some clarification here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Baroque Tarot. It's a Rider-Waite inspired deck with some beautiful watercolor. It's a little darker. It's a little dreamier, but Pisces, you're kind of dreamy. You know, that's, I don't know. That's something, I feel like these two decks are kind of like that. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's clarify the Two of Cups for you, Pisces. Okay. Well, we got the Ten of Swords here. Okay, Ten of Swords. So, you know, I could be very, very, very wrong about the energy. Maybe it could have been something that came to an end. So that's the other thing. It's like the Ten of Swords is a clear, it's like an ending, right? Like an ending, blah. That doesn't mean that cycles come back around again, you know? Energy right now is Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node, and Scorpio South Node is that death energy, death, sex, taxes, sex and taxes. Yeah, so pleasant. But there's that scorpionic energy that's kind of got some interesting looming things. So things that have already, and especially with Mercury retrograde and all the other planets retrograde, I mean, there's a lot of retrograding going on right now. Lots of weird stuff going on. I kind of feel like, I mean, these energies come back around. The last 3 nights in a row, I've been dreaming about, like, virtually every person I've ever met. And it's not been, like, very attached, but it's so funny that they just come around in your dreams. It's like, it's very strange to think about people you haven't seen in 10 years, you know, but it happens. Anyway, we got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it was over. There's a decision was made to walk away from something or release something, right? It's actually a very good thing. It's positive to be empowered. And we have the King of Swords. It was a wise thing to do. The King of Swords is logic and reason and rationale, you know, not being overrun by emotions, but operating in a very logical way. So it's also an air sign, of course. You could have, it could be, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I don't know specifically which one King of Swords is. Maybe Libra, I'm not sure. Anyway, Nine of Cups underlies the deck. There was a period of time where you needed to learn to sort of fill your own cup and be happy and satisfied and peaceful within yourself. So, okay, yeah. So regarding this is something that did come to an end. This is something that did come to an end, and there was at least a call to be rational and fill your own cup. And again, could have involved somebody with air energy, strong air energy. I'm not exactly sure yet. Let's get a little more clarification for you. Yeah, it's stuck though. You know, the devil, it still feels positive. I don't know. Pisces, I'm just out on a limb here, but it does feel positive still, but there's some energy of return here that is interesting, and I don't know if it's meant to be or not. Okay? And if this is your story, I know you might want to know that. So I'll try to see what we can find out, okay? What does Pisces need to know about this Two of Wands? What does Pisces need to know about this Two of Wands? All right, we have the Moon. Well, we have 2 cards here. The Moon and the Six of Cups. So far, we've got the Moon and the Six of Cups. We'll start with the Moon. Pisces/Cancer energy is both. But it's your inner world. It's your hopes, your dreams, your fears as well. It's a lot of things. The 2 wands and then having the 2 pillars here kind of, I talked about a gateway, and it's like, the Moon is like that. I mean, it's a path into your inner world, basically. We have the Six of Cups, which is, again, that sort of generational or long-term relationship energy here, right? There's wisdom. It was a cup. The cup that's offered was a cup of wisdom. You know, the lilies that are inside these cards represent wisdom. So there was a learning experience, certainly. And then we have the Seven of Wands. There was something very defensive about this. There was a lot of turbulence surrounding this situation and this connection. And I think you learned a lot from it. You learned a lot from it, but I feel like you did have to learn how to stand your ground and really face like a lot of scrutiny. I don't know why that is, but you did. You had to face a lot of scrutiny. And then Queen of Pentacles underlies the deck. There was an element here of fertility. I just saw this rabbit on the ground and it went there. Fertility. Fertility. You know, she is the queen of the home. And we would call Cancer the mother, but this is sort of a this is an energy of cultivating a home life, a diligence in creating the environment that you want. I feel like there was something here where that may have been what you wanted. I think you wanted a home life. You wanted happily ever after with this person, and instead you got something else. You got wisdom. Not a bad thing. Probably a very painful thing, but not a bad thing. We associate pain with negativity, and there's alchemy to be had in pain. Trust me, I know, Pisces. I've been there. I had an wildly interesting transition myself. This is okay. I think this might have just happened a minute ago. I wasn't sure when I was shuffling, but the Nine of Cups came out. It flipped over in my shuffle, so we're going with this Nine of Cups. Again, this is like that happiness within yourself, filling your own cup. You know, we are clarifying the devil with this, so I feel like the wisdom you've gained may have to do with learning how to be content within yourself. If you were I did see, is that right? Yeah. No, Five of Wands is on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, you're learning how to be happy within yourself, and I think the Five of Wands that I just alluded to there was something to do with the fact that everybody's got an opinion of how you should be doing things, you know? And I think that combined with the Seven of Wands is very much an energy of like, well, yeah, but that's not what I'm being told. My inner world is telling me otherwise. Okay, we have the Hierophant that came out here. Taurus energy. But traditions, institutions, mentor, mentee, like with the Six of Cups, being the lilies, the wisdom that was passed down. This was somebody that did give you a lot of wisdom. Another earth energy, by the way, the Devil and the Hierophant. I find that really unique, the way that they are clarifying each other, because it's an as above, so below kind of thing. It could have been a Taurus with a devilish streak, perhaps. And we have the World. This was a process that was ended. It's a major cycle completion for you. I think, though, more... the underlying energy here is the Four of Cups. So the underlying energy is that there's a hesitation to complete this cycle. You're looking at your cups here and wishing for more, and there's something coming in right behind you. Pisces, a new opportunity is coming in right behind you that you haven't yet seen. And I think as you do eventually see it, it's going to be something that really kind of catapults you forward and through a major cycle, through an ending of a major cycle. So, yes. That's what that Two of Wands is. I talked about that gate, and I made a joke about Narnia or whatever, and this person greeting you there. It's like this person greeting you there is that I feel like there's a cup. There's a cup waiting for you. There's a new opportunity waiting with this lovely gentleman. Take it as it resonates, of course. Whatever you're into, this could be anybody, but it's depicted as a gentleman who is quite confident. So there's an energy sort of waiting. I almost feel like somebody's waiting for you, Pisces. I feel like somebody's just waiting for you to see it. Somebody's waiting for you to see something, and you're hung up on something else. And I feel like, in a lot of ways, I feel like somebody, it's spirit, but it's also somebody really wants you to understand something of applied knowledge. Applied knowledge. So wisdom isn't knowledge. Knowledge is just knowing things. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. So somebody's waiting for you to wise up. I feel like there may be somebody in your life that is hanging out, and my personal opinion of that is like, don't do that. That is not a good thing to do. That's not true. That isn't, some of you may find that romantic, but my ass has gotten quite practical, and no, it's only romantic for one person. The other person's in agony. So maybe somebody's waiting for you. That's a side tangent. Apologies for interrupting your reading there, Pisces. But there's somebody kind of just somebody that really does want to convey, wants to convey or express or communicate something to you that would help you see why it is so, how much it would benefit you to release this other situation that's ended. But also it's somebody that wants you to understand the advantages of the changes that have occurred. When we think of fives in the tarot, those are cards of change, and the world is, I mean, it's the end of those changes, but you have to complete them. This is a 5 card, by the way, so that's why I'm saying that. I know I'm kind of all over the place today. We're retrograding pretty hard over here in headquarters, but there's definitely, I feel like there's somebody watching, because we had these two different 6 of Cups energies, at the beginning of the reading, and then it came out again within this deck, and it almost feels like 2 people. Because we don't have, when people think of soulmates or twin flames, we think of like 1, and that's bullshit. You have more than 1. Almost everybody in the world has more than 1, and there's a reason for that, because the agreements that may have been made, outside of this earthly realm are agreements to grow together and to learn together. They're not to necessarily feel good and squishy together. Most of those type of connections are very painful, but they were put in place to help your soul's growth, right? And I feel like there's almost one contract that's sort of come to an end in the 3D sense. There's another contract just waiting in the wings, a soul contract, a person. I'm calling them a contract, but it's a person. It's like waiting in the wings to start the next one. And it's still, again, it feels positive. I kind of think that there's somebody maybe wanting to provide, that maybe you're meant to enter into that good time. I'd like to think, I'd like to hope. I guess we're going to do the outcome here with the, this is a Rider-Waite again, but it's more plain Jane, just borderless, Magic Seer. I feel like Magic Seer is going to be our outcome, so we'll go ahead and take a quick gander at this. Pisces, thank you for being patient with me as I fumble through this reading today. Death, big transformation. Death and the world together are, in my opinion, a very positive thing, but it's also Scorpio energy, of course. So we have Scorpionic energy there. We have a transformation. Death leads to birth. Birth is being born is like going through a death process. It sounds really crazy, but from what I can remember of it, it was very uncomfortable and scary. So getting out of the confines of your comfort is always a scary thing, but it opens up a door to a whole new place. It's literally entering a new paradigm. All right. And we've got the King of Swords again. King of Swords again. Okay. Air signs. And we have the Ten of Swords again. Pisces. Okay, underlying the deck here is the Eight of Pentacles. There is a call to focus on your work, on your craft. It's a card of self-investment in a lot of ways, Pisces. And I feel this has come up recently, maybe with the last reading, I don't remember. I feel like this Eight of Pentacles thing has been a something of a theme in your readings. Something of a theme in your readings, for sure. I don't know what that's about, but it may be time to get on something, you know? Certainly. The key to accepting this ending is to recognize it for what it was. Rational energy, like I said, not being overrun by your emotions and passions, but using your logic and reasoning skills to recognize that something is done. Death and the Ten of Swords. This is done. So your potential outcome here is that something is done and something is meant to change and transform in your life. Okay? And there could be an air sign in your purview as well, Pisces. I do see Earth here, and I see Scorpio, of course. So Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, air signs, and like I said, I feel like one thing is over and somebody else is sort of waiting in the wings. And those partnerships serve many, many purposes. I can't even remember now if that involved you or my Cancer reading. So you have to forgive me if I wasn't talking about this. I guess I'll talk about it now. These soulmates and these relationships we have in the 3D are meant to serve more than one purpose. It's not just to feel good. It's not. It's not. It's to navigate life together, and life is a series of ups and downs, you know, as above, so below, and higher highs lead to lower lows sometimes. And I think that's something we all have to accept as we step into these new paradigms, you know, going into the 5D and all this kind of stuff. It's like, it's turbulent. The transition period that we're going through right now, that's going to last for, frankly, quite a long time, is extremely turbulent. We're going to see a lot of things change. So buckle up, Buttercup. You know, you may want to think about that. I wonder, you know, there's somebody meant to travel with you on this journey. The Two of Wands at the beginning of the reading, again, I keep referring back to this. There's somebody that wants to, like, referred to it as a trailhead, and, you know, you're going to a new place, it's a faraway land. Somebody really is there. There's somebody intended to walk with you through that process. And you're not going to find them if you're hung up and lingering on the past energy, okay? So Pisces, that's what I have for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time. And if you are resonating with these readings and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, of course. Like the video if you liked the video. Of course, that helps. That helps the channel, certainly, and helps me know that I'm helping somebody too. Feel free to leave a comment if you'd like as well. I respond to them. I enjoy that, and again, it helps me realize that I'm doing something useful, and I'll keep going. So, you know, there's a lot of time put into this, 12 signs a week and everything that, you know, I want to make sure that I'm using my own time wisely. So please, if this energy is, if I'm serving you in some capacity, please consider returning the favor with a simple gesture that will only take a second, and it would mean the world to me. So Pisces, thank you so much. I hope to see you next week. Have a beautiful week. Best of luck with this energy, and take care.